This is the Awakening Word brought to you by Reverend Samson Ajetomobi, the president of the Men of Issachar Vision Incorporated and overseer of the Redemption Faith Churches.
So when I say to you most time, nothing encourages a man like answers to prayer. It's an amazing truth. And I'm sure today you will experience answers to prayer.
Reverend Ajetomobi is called by God with a mandate to reach the unreached at all cost and reawaken the church to our responsibilities.
Every gallows the enemy have set up, by the word of God today, they will go into the same pits.
Be blessed.
Proverbs 27 verse 9, Message translation. Just as lotions and fragrance gives sensual delight, a sweet friendship refreshes the soul. May God give you sweet friendship in Jesus' name. Just as lotions and fragrance, what does these two words imply? Number one, when you apply lotions on your skin, it glitters your skin, it reduces friction on your skin, and also brightens your skin. What does fragrance do when you apply a good sweet perfume on your body? It makes you smell well, and you will be like a feed that the Lord had blessed. Like Isaac said to Jacob in blessing him. It says, my son, it's like a feed that has been blessed. So when you build a lifestyle that brightens you, that reduces friction, that makes you more visible, and you have a fragrance that makes you smell well, that is the indices of true friendship. And it says, a sensual delight. Anytime you see a man well dressed, smelling very well and good perfume, and his face glitters because it's lotioned his body, it's creamed his body, and friction is reduced, his face is brightened, and he's get more visible, that is a sensual delight. Everybody wants to hang around such a person. It says, so is a sweet friendship refreshes the soul. But my interest on this counsel for friendship is the word the soul. Friendship should refresh in what? The soul. So what makes up your soul? Your soul is made up of your mind, your will, and your emotions. So if you are my friend, you must add up to my mind, the way my mind works. You must add up to the way I exercise my will decisions in the choices I have to make in my life pursuit. And you must make me emotionally very comfortable. So three things makes your soul. Can you remember them? Your mind, your will, your emotions. And if any of these three is tampered with negatively, you will become a major crisis. But if it's nurtured well, then you will become an asset and a strength. It's therefore important that at least whosoever you call your friend must keep you consistently on two of the three. It's best to keep you on the three. But on the minimum, on two of the three, it must help your mind to win your life battles. You don't keep a friend that keep telling you you cannot make it, you can't get there. Nobody in your family has written to that level. Just forget it. You don't keep a friend that tells your mind that you're an average student, you should remain average. That is not a friend to keep. You don't keep a friend that reduces the capacity of your mind to be greater than you are now. You keep a friend that keep pushing you to be the better you, a better you, A better you. People say you are down, your friend says you are not down. As long as I'm with you, you cannot be down. That is friendship that you need. A friend that sees possibility in your business adventure. It sees possibility in your eagerness for God. It sees possibility in your career pursuit and is there to encourage you, to push you to become who you should be. It's a sweet friendship. You need a friend that energizes you to stretch yourself. Nobody wants to be overtaxed. When I say overtaxed, nobody wants anyone to put them under pressure to make sure their brain perform at its maximum. This thing called your brain, if you don't put it under pressure, he will underperform and they'll call you dull. Brain works better. Brains are very more accurate and more creating of great ideas when they're on continual pressure for performance. So when you have somebody around you who wants to enjoy pleasure when it should be working and he is your friend, you tax him to stretch himself and be a better product. Too many times we don't want to leave our comfort environment. I'm used to this. This is the way I run my schedule. That is me. Excuse me. A true friend is committed to a better you and not the normal you. So anybody who is satisfied at the level you are and is not willing to push you to go more further and become greater than you are, you need to double check that friendship. Your emotions, we're emotional people. It's part of our life. There are moments of our life you just want to play out like a kid. But you don't want to play with just anybody. It's an unguided person that has everybody as friends. No, everybody can be your friend. I'm a pastor. I know thousands of pastors, but all pastors are not my friend. I'm a pastor in this house, and I'm pastoring great people like you, but not all of you are like personal friends to me. But when you look for a friend, you must have a friend you can be very emotional around each other. When I said emotional, I mean you can talk, you can laugh, you can scream, you can get casual, you can get of course, and you feel safe, but not an emotional trust to sin. Did you get the caution? Not an emotional trust to sin, but we're emotional beings. A little dance, a little clapping, a little laughing, a little being relaxed. This is best done with your spouse, but your spouse is not the only person that lives on earth. And your emotional needs cannot be satisfied by your spouse alone. Am I well understood? I'm talking the word emotion. I don't want the devil to give you a misinterpretation that I'm talking sexual. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is as emotional being. That's why when people go to cinema houses to relax their emotions and laugh and watch certain movies. Have you seen people do such things? But movie will end. You need a friend that is more than a cinema house. You need a friend you can call each other. And you laugh, you joke, you crack jokes, you sing for each other, you dance for each other. You say, what did you eat? What are you going to eat? Send my own. Friendships are sustained with great gifts. You can be a friend to somebody and it's not costing you anything. Real friendship costs so much. So, oh, it's my friend. Show me the price of your giving. They will know it's your friend. Oh, that brother, that sister is my friend. You sure? Tell me 2 instances you have paid a great price to keep that friendship. No friendship is cheap. If the person you call your friend has not cost you any sacrifice, forget it. I told you in this church, When the son of one of our friends was involved in an accident, I had to pray all through the night till daybreak. And when the day broke, I went straight to the airport in Lagos and flew to the city where they are and stayed with the family and their son in the hospital at my cost. Not for 1 day, not for 2 days, not for 3 days. One of our dear friends looked at me one day, and we're in their city, we're having a meeting going on, and he stood while preaching, and I was seated in the audience, and he says, I am not afraid to die. I have a friend in Reverend Samson Ajetomobi. If I die, he will take care of my wife and children. That's how much our friendship has gone. That's a serious statement. So they say somebody is your friend. You ask the next question, what has it cost you? True friendship is not cheap and is not free. I ask you, what does it cost you? It costs you nothing. You are just the only one benefiting from the friendship. It's costing the other person so much. It's costing you nothing. Then that is not true friendship. It's a sacrifice on both ends. You don't make a sudden person and overnight he becomes your friendship. It takes time to develop friendship. So we just met at the train station. We became pally. No, don't do that. That's why people attempt suicide for frustrations. And that is very rampant in the developed world. You know why? You meet a white guy or a white lady in the train or in the bus. In 1 minute, that lady will tell you everything about her life. Oh, I'm 64, I am this, I'm a grandmother, I work here, I work there, I work there. That is not how to make friendship. You don't meet a man in the blues and he suddenly becomes your friend. Check even those who are married. In the day your spouse was chasing you to get your consent, was it suddenly? Some of you were so difficult, ladies, that you told the guy, please, I'm still thinking about it, and then go and come back in 3 months' time. Then you go back 3 months' time, and say, no, I'm not persuaded yet. Give me time. It's a great thing to have friends, because friends will save you in the days of adversity. There are friends closer than relations. There are friends that will help you better than relations. Look at Proverbs 27 verse 10, Amplified Translation. Say, your own friend and your father's friend, forsake them not. Neither go to your brother's house in the days of your calamity. Why? Better is a neighbor who is near in spirit than a brother who is far off in his heart. Do you understand that? So don't throw away your friends. You know, this road I find myself as a preacher can be very lonely. But I have a few people who don't believe that, because they see a lot of people around you, and they think that all the crowd around you calling for your attention, oh, they are your friends. No, they are not. They came to collect what God gave me. And when they go, they just take out of you and they are gone. Not very few persons will come around and said, so how are you feeling? Have you eaten? You're looking tired. I think you should rest. Nobody says that to you. They just collect and walk away. Say, we thank God for your life. We thank God for your life. When we close church now, you also will thank God for pastor. You go home. Nobody asks, pastor, have you eaten? Pastor, have you slept? Hope you are rested. Nobody asks. Maybe except my permanent member. So do not, the few friends you have, don't throw them away. If they are friends sacrificing into your well-being, don't throw them away. Don't misbehave around them. Don't shut the door around them. You know, some people are users. They get close to you when they need you. When they get what they need from you, they take a distance from you. That is not a friend to keep close. He might fail you at difficult moments of life. Friend should stick more than even a family brother. Very important. Therefore, my counsel. Proverbs 27:11. New Living Translation. Be wise, my child, and make my heart glad. Then I will be able to answer my critics. If you are going to keep friendship, keep a wise friendship, and be sure wisdom drives that friendship. Why? Some don't believe you will make it. Some believe you will bring shame to your father's name. Some thought that you will be a failure. And at times people have given up on you until you meet a wise man who is your friend and is pushing your hand to be who you should be. Are you hearing me? And as you keep building that friendship and growing your capacity in that life journey, you will save your parents from shame. Because there are critics, there are men who look at you and said, you won't make it. There are men who look at you and say, that boy is a failure. Everybody needs somebody. Any friend not adding to you is not worth to be your friend. So be wise. Choose your friends. Be wise. So that we can make our heart glad. When you have that kind of friendship, there will be no shame to your parents. I have seen friends that build houses for one another. I've seen friends that built factory companies together. And the company grew huge and big. And they never betrayed each other. That's friendship. When you see evil coming in any relationship, take cover. Avoid evil. Avoid setback. Be committed to true and genuine friendship. Why? Evil communication corrupts good manners. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Don't sit among friends that all you talk about are worldly things, strange perversions, and all kinds of things. And you say, that's my man. He's a wicked man. Don't keep a friend that makes you to get involved in a yahoo deal because of eagerness to make money. I would say godliness with contentment is a great gain. Don't make a friend that push you into internet fraud. And because they appear to have done so successfully, and say, oh boy, there's money in this business, join me, let's do it together, see what I made. I just bought a car, I just bought a land, I just did this. We can help you to also do it. Don't keep that kind of friendship. You know why? The money may roll in, but it won't last. The consequences is more than the benefit when it comes your way. Initially, the money could come, you could buy the car, you can buy the house, you can buy anything you want to buy, you can live big, but there is a God of justice. He will catch up with you. Don't make a friend that is willing to get answers to the questions and pay for it. And here they call it special center. Even if your parents take you to special center and pay, that you should use another person's brain to pass, then you have just discovered your enemy, that your parents is part of your enemy. Don't do that. Your brain is not dull. You can pass any exam anywhere. It's not set by a human being. You can pass it. Don't join a friend who lives a hard life, who is in the secret court, who is living a flamboyant life, But behind the public life, there is stink behind the saying. Don't be greedy for money. When you are eagerly looking for money, by all means, money will not stay long around you. Men who have great money, money pursue them. If you allow the pursuit of money to master you, you will soon do bad. You will soon be in trouble. But if you treat money like a servant, it will serve you. It serves well. It serves well. I challenge you today, as we begin to close gradually, I challenge you today to choose what company of people you keep. Don't keep company of desperate, wicked practitioners. Proverbs 13 verse 20. Become wise. How? Can you make it a bit louder? Become wise. How? Become foolish. How? By working with foolish people. Is that right? Become wise. How? So become foolish. How? So make a choice of who you walk with. You get wiser when you walk with wise people. Sir, there are people wiser than you. There's a man my wife and I have been talking about and said, God has helped this guy. Friday stroke Saturday, we're in the same hotel in Lagos. And I was just coming out in the hotel and his protocol ran and said, so-and-so is here. I said, are you sure? So I said, click my phone and I called him. And he picked it and he says, I'm here. So we're in the same hotel. So we need to see. And I said, God has helped this man. I want this kind of help in my life. And then he called me later on and said, let's meet so-and-so place. He was going for another meeting, waiting for another meeting. So we met. And he said, you know what he said to me that impressed me? He says, we have missed each other. Please come to Abuja. Let's sit down and just talk and catch up. Not preach. Talk and catch up. So I said to myself, if this guy, God has helped him so much more than me, and I want the kind of help that God has given him, and he's invited me for a catch-up meeting. So I said to myself, I'm going to sow a great seed into his life when I go for that meeting. I'm going to say, look, yes, we are friends, but I recognize God has helped you so much. I need what you have. Take this offering I'm sowing into your life. And I said, it's going to be a painful offering, the kind I've not given any person before. Because I understand spiritual law. That friends are at different levels. They carry different graces. And if you want to be wise, you want to be stronger than you are, keep company with a wise man. Because as you talk, he will talk to you and said, the way you are doing this one, come now, are you not a wise man? He will talk and say, the way you are doing this thing is not the way we are doing it here. This is the way we do it here. If you do your own this way, we can even come and join you and we can do it together to be sure that you get the same result. Okay, so that is it. But if you don't keep company with the wise, but you keep company with a foolish man, then the tell said, do you want to kill yourself with all of this fasting you are doing? My friend, relax. So, you Leo. Enjoy yourself, preach and do what you can do, and then do this. He will give you some very strange counsel. And then you are messed up. Do you want to be wise? Then choose the company of who? Of the wise. Some of us, the people we are working with are foolish people. They counsel you to rebel against your pastor. They counsel you to rebel against your spouse. They counsel you to rebel against authority over you. They tell you, be yourself. Look at me if you can. Nobody who is himself alone can become mighty on earth. you need somebody else to add to your life.
We trust that you've been blessed by this message preached by Reverend Samson Ajetomobi of the Men of Issachar Vision Incorporated. We invite you to worship with us every Sunday at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. every Tuesday and Thursday at the Men of Issachar Vision Incorporated, Olororo, Ojo, Ibadan. Or watch our services online via the Men of Issachar Vision Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can also listen to us on mivradio.com. For inquiries, please call 0808 085 4818 or send an email to mivmandates2010@gmail.com. God bless you.